Hi student friends, today there is a geographical informative chapter for us in which we'll learn the diversified creation of nature. In the same earth, if glaciers are there, if there are green woods and mountains, and the variety of vegetations are available, at the same point there are different types of hot and cold, very unfertile, harsh climate to stay for people and animals, both are available. They are called deserts. So we'll learn that deserts are also a part of nature. Have you heard the word Sahara? Sahara is the biggest desert in the world. And in India, it's a subcontinent, the second biggest country in the world. Here in India also, Rajasthan, the Thar Desert, and Ladakh near Jammu and Kashmir will get these two deserts. One is very hot, another is very cold. But people stay there. Navodaya Vidyalayas are in the both places. Students are going on migration to those places. They see the people, the difficulties, the hardships, how children stay there. So this chapter will reveal us how difficult life is there in desert. So let us see in our chapter, the desert, what I wish to share with you. Deserts are very important part of our demography. Deserts are very important part of our life on earth. The desert is a vast stretch of land, barren land, dry land. It looks a treat to the eyes. If you see the pictures in Discovery Channel, if you see the pictures of the Karma in your televisions, many film shootings, if you see, it will be looking very nice to you, but the fact is that it is very tough. The life is very tough on deserts. So today, the geography best essay, the desert, we will learn. It is a very informative piece for the students to learn how life is difficult for all in deserts. The deserts may be too cold or too hot due to the hostile conditions, unwelcoming conditions. The greenery, the habitations are very rare. Population is very less. Still, many insects, snakes, animals, and human beings live there by adapting to the unwelcoming environment. If you go to the desert, then you will find out that the oasis is also available. There are some places on desert where you will get some water resources and some green trees, and people are having big hotels and cities nearby, and people gather there. But a main objective of my lesson is to understand the theme of lesson, to realize the importance of desert, to enhance a different type of words. The vocabulary used in this lesson are totally different. We will be learning the word adversity. Everywhere you will go and you cannot find that type of atmosphere where we are in plain areas. So very importantly, the words we'll learn today: extensive, a vast desert land, rare, uncommon. What we will learn today in a desert, these are many rare things we'll learn. Island, a word is used in this chapter, land surrounding by water. Just like Sri Lanka, it's a country, it is surrounded by the Indian Ocean, the vegetation, the plants. The word will be used here humid, moist, wetness. That is the very important part of desert. You will not get water. Very less rainfall is there. Very less rainfall. Sometimes 2 years, 3 years, there is no rainfall. And adaptation is a word we should learn. Adjustment in environmental condition. You know, everyone is staying in different society, different place. It is a very significant feature of a human being how to stay there. Now, in this chapter, after reading, what we will learn, a desert is a unique geographic region to live and to survive. It is both hot and cold, waterless and without shelter. It can be a beautiful place for some animals, trees, and men, those who are adapted to survive in less water. In one of the chapters, you will learn in the senior classes. If you go and you will learn about the desert animals, how they live. The insects, they stay inside burrow in daytime. In night, they come out and they collect some water drops, humids on their legs, and they drink that water. That is a very specific feature of a desert. The day becomes very hot, and as the night comes, it becomes very cold. So it gets very less rain and so beautiful flowers and the date trees and create an oasis. I already told you, oasis is a beautiful place in the lap of desert where you will get some water as well as trees and people go and gather there. So many picnic spots, tourist places are there. So an oasis is a green island in the middle of a desert where water is available with green trees welcomes tourists. Now let us go into a different part also, Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert area just into the lap of Himalayan ranges. Now our country has given a status to Ladakh as Union Territory, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So Ladakh is a cold desert lacking water with shifting sands and dry climate. So, if you also get in your lifetime a chance to visit and go and see the hardships, how people live there. In this lesson, I have given many videos. If you see how people stay in huts, how they live a simple life, how people sing and dance, everything is available in this lesson and everything is collaborated with you. The plants and animals in desert developed ability to live in less water. They drink very less water. Now, a very important animal is a camel, popularly known as the ship of the desert. Why? Because camel can live without water for many, many days. They don't sweat. They retain water in body. They drink for a long time. It is their special feature. They make their body temperature so hot they do not sweat. And if you have heard, if you have seen Discovery Channel for camels, you will know that when camel goes to eat the thorny leaves and the plants, the nostrils emit so much hot blow that these all very hard branches also they become very sharp for them. They eat easily. Their paddy legs, they can walk easily on the hot sands. Small animals don't drink water and they live in burrow in daytime and they come out at night and get moisture from meat, animal meat. Desert animals and plants are adapted to live in desert. Cactus store water in their thick stem. Now, What I have told you, you might have understood also. Desert is a spatial landscape for the earth. On the earth, desert plants and animals require less water to survive than other plants. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are not useless parts of the earth. Deserts are beautiful with desert plants and flowers in the sight can be as rewarding as that of any tropical garden whenever it rains. If you go and see a place where good rains are there, you will get a variety of plants and flowers. Like that, they have also specific plants and flowers. But the cactus plants don't have this much beauty like the plants of our plain areas. The major feature of all deserts is, of course, dryness and variation of temperature. In humid climates, humid means moist, wetness. The water content in air acts like a blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. If there are green forests and deep oceans, deserts have their own place. So, by getting this idea from this lesson, we have understood that it is a very important part of our life. Desert chapter, when you read, you will learn how specific animals are there. Especially, I talked about the camel. If you learn, camels are called the sip of the desert. They drink plenty of water in one time and they retain water for so many days. They have the capacity to drink plenty of water, more than 100 liters a time, but they can live. They are the only ways of transportation for them. People go in caravans from one place to another. We should know that in India, the border security forces in Rajasthan, they use these camels only for their security of the border. They will travel on the camels there. By learning these all things, we should understand that uh, deserts are not uh, a curse to the society. They are so important. They are the very significant part of our nature. Nature has made them so beautiful. So desert is generally without water and vegetation. A desert may be too hot or too cold. An oasis like a green island in the middle of a desert. Why do men sweat? One question I want to explain now. We all people are sweating. In summer days, we sweat more because we want to keep our body temperature as per the climate, as per the atmosphere, so that we sweat. If it is very hot, the sweating will take place and our body will become cool down. So that we sweat, the perspiration takes place. But camel in desert, they do not sweat. They keep their body temperature always constant, very hot. The small animals don't drink much water in deserts and they live under sand in burrows during daytime and come out at night and get water from the meat of animals. So I feel after this presentation and my talk, you will have better idea about uh, this desert. And now uh, there are some activities, some question answers. We'll read the lesson text. Will come to know much more things. We will discuss in our classrooms. Many questions are here to discuss. Many practices are given that is innovative. Will be coming out with creative ideas and will be critically thinking because it's not a chapter to discuss this all thing. Thank you. Have a nice day.